Hello. Over the last 20 plus years, I've been working with peripheral neuropathy. I've spent a lot of time, and over the last 2 weeks, I've been struggling to find that final piece, to put that final piece in place that's going to help us take people to the next level. So, over these years, we created a formula basically to help you manage your peripheral neuropathy, and it really has four pieces. Number one, you need to learn to understand peripheral neuropathy. As you understand peripheral neuropathy and then move into the point where you understand your unique presentation of the peripheral neuropathy, then you have a better chance and the better opportunity to truly manage this problem. Number two, you step into the process of saying, okay, I need to manage the symptoms, because the symptoms are what create that initial discomfort that leads to distraction, that ultimately leads to disability. And you want to say, okay, I can't have that happening. I need to be able to function in my normal life. And so we help you control or really manage those symptoms. And then with this third piece is you step into the process of saying, okay, now that I've got my symptoms starting to be managed, I need to control the nerve damage. The reason you have peripheral neuropathy is because of this nerve damage. And if you can control the nerve damage so it doesn't continue to be a problem, and ultimately you can actually start moving back, where you can actually start getting it so it's improving, that's huge. And that's a really, really important piece of that puzzle. So that as you improve, as you get things better, you can actually ultimately overcome the peripheral neuropathy. And the way we manage it, the way we manage the symptoms and control this damage, is through four additional steps that we kind of use. And one is to repress. That's the most common used, where you actually repress the symptoms. You get it so you don't have the symptoms, but you're not fixing anything. Number two is to re-educate. So if you've got a malfunctioning nerve, because it's communicating, it's sending erroneous errors, it's sending problem information to the brain doesn't know how to interpret, then you can help it by re-educating it and helping it to function like it's supposed to. Number three, you can actually move into the reset type situation. Sometimes you have a nerve that's malfunctioning because it's going too slow or too weak. If you reset it, then it actually starts to function like it's supposed to as well. And the fourth is the most important, of course. It's where you repair the nerve. There are things you can do to move in the direction of repair, so you actually get the nerves to start to function like they're supposed to. So that is where we've been sitting. That's where we've been functioning most of the time. And then because of that, a lot of individuals are sitting there saying, okay, great, but I want to go to the next step. The fourth step of our formula is to really thrive even with peripheral neuropathy, to live your life even with peripheral neuropathy. Part of that, of course, is continuing the control of the symptoms. Part of that's continuing to stop the peripheral nerve damage. But even more importantly, we've got the next piece, the next part of that puzzle, which is to really release the nerve. And that kind of sounds funny, but there's some pieces of the puzzle that I was trying to figure out where they fit, because they didn't fit in those first four categories. And as I've been studying it, as I've been working on it, the release is really giving you the power to not allow a peripheral neuropathy to control your life. And that may sound simple. It's not. It's a process. It's a big piece of the puzzle. And there's some pieces that we're doing with this. Meditation actually has become a part of this release. Understanding the brain neurometrics has been part of this release. Self-hypnosis has become part of this release. And becoming unhackable as part of this release. The point is, there are things that we can now do to give you those tools so that you can go not just functioning with your peripheral neuropathy, not just reducing the symptoms or repressing the symptoms, but really getting control and actually moving to the next level. I'm excited about this. I'm really, really interested in moving people to the next level. And I've been struggling with this over the last couple of weeks, because I have some patients that really need this next step. And so I've been working on it for that reason. So I will probably post several videos today, basically catching up on some of those days that I've missed, trying to figure this out, to give you a little bit more information and hopefully to lay out the protocol even more completely. This is Dr. Brandt Gibson, and this is your Neuropathy Nugget Day 275. I'm so excited to be back. I'm so excited for this new piece, and I'm excited to implement it so that everybody can reach their goals, live their dream, and enjoy an extraordinary life, even with peripheral neuropathy. Thank you.